So I got a wild hair up my ass, is what people say over here, and we're going painting today. These are some of the colors I have selected. I got a bunch of other cans, but they're all kind of mix match colors. Jesus, can't speak English today. And a lot of them are like half empty, so I'm going to load up a bag and head down to the local spot. So I'm going to ride a fixed gear bike, not only carrying my grocery bag full of paint, but also carrying another bag here. I got my satchel bag and my cameras and everything in it, so wish me luck. This is going to be interesting getting down there. So you ready? Basically, if I ride no hands, which is what I'm doing right now, it's a little bit easier until we get to a hill. And I have to juggle carrying this bag, and not getting my jeans caught in the chain all at the same time. I really didn't have a plan for this piece. I got some chrome and I got some red. I'm gonna fill with the chrome and then outline with the red. And I'm just gonna freestyle a basic straight letter piece / whatever you want to call it. Did not bring any gloves, did not bring a sketch, did not bring any gloves. I'm just raw dogging this sesh right now, but let's see how we go. Maybe I should line with a color that isn't chrome so I can see where I'm going. Got my bag full of caps here. What is that, a grey dot? That's not going to work. Maybe one of these stock caps will do. Try my best at public style, or Euro public, or whatever it is you want to call it. It's a B. I'm going to write a bloke. I'm going to do a bloke piece again. They seem like the most fun. How's the L? That looks pretty basic, but it doesn't need to be anything more than that. This is just my first sketch. O. Probably made that too big. Actually looks alright. And then I'm just going to follow form on the K. Super loose painting going on right now. B-L-O-K. The O is the biggest part of this piece. And then an E. I just need a nice straight letter E. How are we looking? First outline is done. Just got to get down with the fill. And these are male valved Rust-Oleum, so I can't put a fat cap on them. Well, I don't have the right type of fat caps, I should say. But it's just all about filling in right now. This is going to be a rough fill, quick fill piece. Doesn't have to be anything more than that. I don't know how interesting I can make this look, honestly. Just trying to get a fill in on this. It'd be done a lot quicker if I had a fat cap for these rustos, but I've only got male caps. I don't have female caps. Trying to fill in the L here so I know where it's going to go. I'm losing my voice. It's been a minute since I painted, so my esophagus probably isn't used to the fumes. Almost done with this can. She's running on the empty. Actually, I don't even know where I'm going to put the circle for the O, so I'm just going to fill in this entire spot here. I'm pretty sure this can's going to be done before the time I finish it, so lucky I bought another can of chrome. Grab that one out the car. Look at that, this can managed to make it all the way through this massive O. I tried to bring paint down here that I knew I could like finish and get rid of, so I wouldn't have to ride home with it. Kind of cruising home with cans of paint. It's kind of sketchy. I feel like the Rust-Oleum chrome is the best chrome you can get in America. There used to be a brand, or there is a brand in Australia called Australian Export Paint. It's like the $2 store paint, and the chrome is like super shiny, like it looks like a mirror finish. Probably shinier than the Rusto. Some would argue that Rusto is more shinier, but I feel like the Aussie Export chrome is like the shiniest paint. All right, fill is done. I'm chilling. I gotta let that dry. I found a cigarette on the ground here. I don't smoke anyway. I'm gonna let that fill dry and then I'll outline it. I should probably throw the background on, or what's the little background. We'll just go here. What is that? I'm just freestyling, it looks like shit. This is why you should sketch at home, kids. So you get to the wall and you're prepared, because I don't even know what this is. Just some splash, Art Attack. Who remembers Art Attack? I feel like it's more of an Australian thing and British thing. There we go. Throw some stars in the mix there. Get the outline on, get the shadow on, and we're chilling. A little bit chilly today, so the paint is a bit runny. Really got to get that mix correct. This is fun. I don't know why I don't paint more often. B-L-O-K, bloke. Fill all of this in, since I know this is where the shadow is. You know what, I should probably fill in the shadow with a blue dot. I feel like it'll be less messy than the pink. I kind of use a pink dot just to throw the lines on there real quick, and then I'll use the blue dot to kind of get a bit of a nicer finish. See? Painting with Montana blacks too, so they're a bit slower than your average can of paint. And by slower, I mean they're low pressure, so they don't come out fast. This is more of a piecing paint. I mean, you can bomb with whatever paint you really want, but I feel like the Montana blacks are a bit slower compared to the hardcores. Maybe I'll chuck some little cracks in here and there. Crackety crackety crack. How's that looking? It's looking pretty decent. The hardest thing when I add on little doodads and add-ons like this is not making them look exactly the same. So I need to be able to like do them similar but not the same, if that makes sense. You know what would be really cool? A skull, but we're too far gone to add a skull in. Maybe just a face, like you know when you carve a pumpkin and you make a face? Maybe I could just put some eyes in here and a nose or something. Oh, I kind of don't want to ruin it though, but what does Bob Ross say? There is no mistakes, only happy accidents. Low key, it's kind of fun painting with low pressure. All right, there's his eyes. How am I going to make the mouth go behind? God knows what I'm doing. If it looks toy, I'm just going to chrome it out and put a circle in it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Let's redo that, eh? There's a fine line with painting where it's like you can like experiment on the wall sometimes, and sometimes things don't work out, which is fine. Here's some of that chrome red gravy I was talking about earlier. I was telling myself this is going to be a quick piece. Just a quick little fun video. Yeah, there's the O for O. Bloke. Anyway, that's my bloke piece. I don't know what else I could do with it. I mean, hang on, I brought another red because I knew this one would be empty. So, switch that out real quick. Let's see if it shoots silly string. Nah. Some cans, I don't iron like there's a bit of silly string that comes out before the color. This isn't even the same red, but it's almost similar. So, I'm just gonna run with this. Here I am painting graffiti in the haunted creek. Alright, I think it's probably time for me to step back from this piece and just let the piece talk for itself, basically. That is the most crooked line I've ever pulled in my life. How does it look? Low key, high key. I have enough paint for a froey. Maybe I should do another evening mob froey. I've already done 2 of them here, but why not? If I have the paint, trying to get rid of this paint before I go home, maybe I'll do that. Here we go. I'm all. God, I wish there was a quicker way to just fill this in. Okay. Evening Mob, eveningmob.com. You can get these hats for free right now. I've got like 8 of these promo hats to give out, so if you buy a t-shirt, I'll put in a free hat. So yeah, make sure you head on over to eveningmob.com. So what I was saying earlier about this creek being haunted, it is like haunted. This area of Riverside County used to be pretty populated by Native Americans, which obviously the entire America was occupied by Native Americans until the European settlers come through. Everybody knows history, but this area in particular was like, there was a really bad massacre. There's actually like a native burial ground not too far from here. But I just feel like this creek's seen a lot of bloodshed, which is sad. History is really brutal. This was like a main spot between like San Diego heading north up to like Riverside and stuff back in the day. The creek is haunted, and the whole time I was painted, I've painted here a few times by myself before, but I'm always like head on a swivel, and like there's a few times where I walked back and forth before I started painting and I just felt like I seen something, but obviously I know I'm the only person down here. For how kind of chill this spot is, I think it gets buffed pretty often because there's like new stuff since last time I came down here. All of this stuff is brand new. I like the Grinch character, it's pretty sweet.
Rolled up on the set, with the lights out. Then I see my enemies wanna